Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Tuesday, the second day of the month of September, 2025, Tuesday of the 22nd week of the year, 22nd week in ordinary time. And as you can see, the hordes have left. So it is now local summer here on LBI in New Jersey. All of the vacationers finally, after this very, very crowded Labor Day weekend, have moved on. And even the sea itself has gotten a little bit calmer than it was yesterday when we had a large north wind coming down, stirring up the sea a lot. So, yes, it's gone. Everybody's gone. So it's nice and empty here down at the beach. So come to the beach. It's nice and empty. So anyway, but on this Tuesday of the 22nd week of the year, Thessalonians continues again this whole section of the letter that Paul writes to the church of Thessalonica about the end times, and again, not to expect them on a schedule. Again, God comes like a thief in the night, but again, the whole understanding is to be awake, so it doesn't overtake you, to be aware of what's happening, what's going on, and basically to continue to care for one another. Again, our largest goal, our most powerful goal is to care for each other. That is our job and our responsibility, that commandment of Jesus, to love one another and to never stop trying to love one another more and more and more. That is our witness, to the world, is the extent to which we care and we love. And it isn't just, for those we know and those, who are closest to us and what have you, but it is about loving and caring for as many people as possible. Because to the extent that we do that, the extent that the fullness of our humanity shines forth, our humanness shines forth, and allows us to experience even more of the wonder and beauty of this life, because we dare to love without fear, without cost, without condition. To be able to do that also models what God has always done for us, what God has always shown for humanity, to be able to show us just truly what it means, to be a creation in the image of God, in God's own image, the more which we care, in which we support each other. So again, Paul, in looking at these end times, that will approach us, again, it is not something to worry about or something to fret about, and we are called again to care for each other so that we don't become fearful of this fulfillment of God's promises, but that we look forward to it, to embrace it with the joy and the wonder that will accompany it. In Luke's gospel, Jesus has gone from infuriating his fellow townspeople in the synagogue, now to returning, to another synagogue, and there is a person with an unclean spirit, who is telling Jesus, who knows who Jesus of Nazareth is, and basically screaming, "What do you want to do with us? You're going to destroy us!" And basically Jesus calmly just saying, "Quiet, get out of this man," and the unclean spirit leaves. Okay, so whatever was going on, it doesn't sort of affect him anymore. The people, though, again, are now amazed. So again, it's like even unclean spirits, can listen to Jesus and things like that. But again, where is this going to lead? So remarkable words that are filled with a little bit of insult yesterday. Here now a remarkable action in which, something that is unknown, unseen, or whatever it is put in its place. And the people are just amazed and amazed and amazed and amazed. That becomes sort of like the whole issue with all of this, is that, how does Jesus act to shock people in some ways, but do it in a kind of a subtlety, that is not necessarily planned per se, but is meant to cause a reaction and cause people, to begin to think. Standing in awe and wonderment is one reaction to this. Wanting to know more about who this person is will become the job or becomes the occupation of those who either want to get rid of him or those who want to grow closer to him. But the wonder and the awe only just stand as wonder and awe. They don't do enough. They don't result in enough. But this is the whole point, again, of Jesus' mission. Either there will be people who are for him or people who will be against him. Being the people who are for him, is understanding the more that Christ can bring, the more that Christ can open to our lives, and the more that Christ challenges us to think differently about what is and what can be. A blessed day, St. Francis and people of God. May the Lord give you